Section 7 of Birds, Volume 2, Number 6, December 1897. Recorded for LibriVox.org by Colleen McMahon. The Green Winged Teal. A handsome little duck indeed is this, well known to sportsmen, and very abundant throughout North America. It is migratory in its habits, and nests from Minnesota and New Brunswick northward, returning southward in winter to Central America and Cuba. The greenwing is commonly found in small flocks along the edges of shallow grassy waters, feeding largely upon seeds of grasses, small acorns, fallen grapes or berries, as well as aquatic insects, worms, and small snails. In their search for acorns, these ducks are often found quite a distance from the water, in exposed situations, feeding largely in the night, resting during the day upon bogs or small bare spots, closely surrounded and hidden by reeds and grasses. On land, this duck moves with more ease and grace than any other of its species except the wood duck, and it can run with considerable speed. In the water also it moves with great ease and rapidity, and on the wing it is one of the swiftest of its tribe. From the water it rises with a single spring, and so swiftly that it can be struck only by a very expert marksman. When wounded it dives readily. As the teal is more particular in the selection of its food than are most ducks, its flesh, in consequence, is very delicious. Audubon says that when this bird has fed on wild oats at Green Bay, or soaked rice in the fields of Georgia or Carolina, it is much superior to the canvasback in tenderness, juiciness, and flavor. G. Arnold, in the Nidologist, says while traveling through the Northwest, he was surprised to see the number of ducks and other wild fowl in close proximity to the railway tracks. He found a number of teal nests within 4 feet of the rails of the Canadian Pacific in Manitoba. The warm, sun-exposed banks along the railway tracks, shrouded and covered with thick grass, afford a very fair protection for the nests and eggs from water and marauders of every kind. As the section men seldom disturbed them, not being collectors, the birds soon learned to trust them and would sit on their nests by the hour while the men worked within a few feet of them. The green-winged teal is essentially a freshwater bird, rarely being met with near the sea. Its migrations are over the land and not along the seashore. It has been seen to associate with the ducks in a farmer's yard or pond, and to come into the barnyard with tame fowls and share the corn thrown out for food. The nests of the teal are built upon the ground, generally in dry tufts of grass and often quite a distance from the water. They are made of grass and weeds, etc., and lined with down. In Colorado, under a sagebrush, a nest was found which had been scooped in the sand and lined warmly with down evidently taken from the bird's own breast, which was plucked nearly bare. This nest contained 10 eggs. The number of eggs, of a pale buff color, is usually from 8 to 12, though frequently 16 or 18 have been found. It is far more prolific than any of the ducks resorting to Hudson's Bay, and Mr. Hearn says he has seen the old ones swimming at the head of 17 young when the latter were not much larger than walnuts. In autumn, the males usually keep in separate flocks from the females and young. Their notes are faint and piping, and their wings make a loud whistling during flight. End of Section 7. This recording is in the public domain.